Today is Friday Book Haul. It's an open collaboration with Nat Williams, where we show what we have found in the way of books for our crafting, junk journals, that sort of thing. You can join in too. Just add the hashtag in front of your in your description of your video, and yeah, if you check out the links below, you can pop over to Nat Williams' page and or channel, and yeah, check out her videos and whoever else joins in. All right, my book haul today. Hopefully I'll get through it in one video. We went to the Wagga Wagga Rotary book sale, and that was Dave took me over there for my Mother's Day gift, and I'm going to show you what books we got. All right, The World of Birds. This was I like that. Nice size book to reuse as a junk journal. But this one's just got both what do you call it, photos and illustrations in. I don't think there was as many books there. Do you reckon there was as many books there as last year, Dave? Probably was, but they were different types of books, you know. That's a cute page. So we only just went over for the day this time, and got in there, did a scan over the gardening books and the you know, the bird and animal books, and took off into the kids section because people line up for hours beforehand. This one, Latin of Bird Watchers. This one's a different book too. Oh, I won't read what dates they are. I just don't have time to do it in this video. But there's some beautiful pictures in this. Look at that. There's stunning pictures. These look a lot more vintage style graphics in here. Love the colour of the pages as well. So they'll make some great little fussy cut in this book. Look at that page. Just stunning. So that's what that one's called, if you want to take screenshots of any of them. Dave picked up this one, the top end. He picked up a few Australian ones that looked nice, just with lots of good pictures, and I think he picked 2 books up of our favourite places, Darwin and Western Australia. So, but there's maps and all sorts of beautiful pictures in there. I want to sit down and have a real good look at it later. It's been really busy this week. Been busy getting this other journal together and putting videos up of that. Wow, look at that. And looking after Asher this week. So yeah, we had a fun day together with Asher. This one, Wild Frontier, Western Australia. This one's got some stunning pictures in it too. Absolutely stunning. I don't think I could cut this up. It's just beautiful. I mean, and these books cost a lot when you go around Australia to buy, and we didn't buy many, so it's nice to actually just pick some up and remember the places where we've been. Yeah, just beautiful. So these are just chock block, full of all these pictures. We'll bring back some good memories when we go through and have a look at it. Wow. Very keen to go again. And we will one day. We'll get round again. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That is just stunning. Stunning. That one, and he bought himself a 4-wheel drive book, which has just got all info like that in it. And then this book, Australia. They're big books. And this is all a big picture book as well. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're just so blessed to live in such a beautiful country. But it's so big. It is so big and takes so long to get around it. That's the only thing. You need the time and the money and the to get up and go to just enjoy it. I mean, we did it for 12 months and there's no way we've seen everything. You know, you've just got to go spend a lot more time in places to really appreciate it. Alright, he also picked himself up a jigsaw puzzle of the 12 Apostles, so that'll be cool. Alright, I'm not going to go through any of these. I'm just going to show you the golden books that I got there. Pinocchio, good little bad little girl, Little Red Hen, Home for a Bunny, The Cow Went Over the Mountain. This one's nice. Precious Moments, The Gift of Christmas, Pokey Little Puppy, Hungry Little Puppies, The Taxi That Hurried, Forest Hotel, Jolly Barnyard, Children's Zoo, Wow Wow, Bow Wow Meow, First Sounds, The Little Golden Book of Jokes and Riddles, Birds, Susie's New Stove. This one looks pretty old. Yeah. 66. Heidi. That one looks old too. New Brother, New Sister. Charlie. I remember reading Charlie to our kids. The 3 Bedtime Stories. Jesus Makes Me Happy. The Story of Heidi. This one looks really old as well. 70. Boats. And Heroes of the Bible. So they were the little golden books. Alright, I might have showed, I showed you in my last video, I think, the Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie, or the May Gives books that I found. When we went in there, I said, Dave said, what are you after? And I said, May Gives this time. So we found quite a few of her books. And, yeah, I'm quite lucky to pick them up. That's just a soft covered one of a lot of her stories. I don't know whether it's all of them, but yeah. May Gives the alphabet book. This one's so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful pictures in there. So I might use some of them in this album I'm doing at the moment. I'll definitely put this one in. K's for Kissing, the Waddle Babies. Yeah, they're just gorgeous. Oh, that is so cute. So that's May Gives alphabet book. Now I found 2 of these ones, and I've got another one as well, so I've got 3. But this one was this one had a bit of scribble in it, and it wasn't in good condition, so I've started cutting this one up. But I'll show you the better one. Beautiful start pages too. I like the brown writing, the brown pictures in this. So yeah, I've started cutting this one up. And I found these 2, which I've never seen before. Chuckle Bud and Wonky Doo. However you say that. I haven't seen this book before at all in a set. But I have, which one did I start to cut up? I can't remember. I've taken some out of one of them. I started cutting this one up. So it's got May Gibbs in the back there because I used this picture up. And I love the borders on here. They're so pretty. They're on all the full page pictures here. Borders of little gumnut babies. And then you get the odd coloured photos in here as well. So I think I cut this one up to put in my junk journal. But it's just beautiful. And I've cut out the part 1, 2 and 3 because I've got 3 signatures in it. So I'll utilise that. Yeah, so that's Chuckle Bud and Wonky Doo. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen that story before. And I got another one of this one, Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie, Meet Mr. Lizard. I've got a couple of these. Got beautiful graphics in there, but it's all about Mr. Lizard. So they're the Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie that I will actually cut up. But then Dave said to me, I said in the last video, he rang me and he said, oops, sorry, I knocked the phone. He rang me and he said, come over here, there's a May Gibbs set here. And it's just beautiful. Mother of Gumnuts, her life and work. So this is all about May Gibbs' life and work as an illustrator. And there's lots of beautiful photos in here. Love the cream pages, but I don't think I could bring myself to cut this up. It's just stunning. So I'll probably just keep it in my, oh look at this, that's beautiful, Sweet Pea Baby. Wow. So I'll just leave this in my set for now. Even the I never have seen much of her underwater stuff. Haven't seen many books or anything. So it'd be good to have a read and see what actually went on with that. How many of those books that she put out. It's mainly the Tales of Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie that I've seen. But yeah, that's all her. There was some beautiful pictures in there. Love to actually see her her home. I think it's in Sydney somewhere. They've got a you can go through it and have a look. Look at that. Just beautiful. I used to have the books, the picture books, when I was little. And there's another picture of May Gibbs, and they got thrown out. Not by me. Yeah, I had a difficult father at that stage in my life. Alright, and then I've got Gumnut Classics, and these are all her stories. Look at the pictures. They're just beautiful. So I was very lucky to pick this up. And thanks to Dave, who kept looking around. Because I was ready to go. I rang him and said, I'm ready to go. He goes, you better come over and have a look at these first. How much would we have paid for this set, Dave? What? How much would we have paid for this beautiful set? Like, I know how much. $50 a bag. I know how much a bag was. It was $50 for a bag of books, but you know, you could stuff that chockers full, and they still charged you, you know, the $50. We stuffed ours full of the goog. Nothing was going to fit in it. else. So how much? How?
$5 maybe.
Yeah, we wouldn't have paid more than $5 for that beautiful set, which is just amazing. Love going to these book sales. Okay, I've got 2 sets of these, the Tales of Peter Rabbit, which are exactly the same. So one to cut up, one to keep for now, and they're just that type of thing inside. Nice little sizes for journal cards and tags and things like that. So each of them are like that. There's Tale of Peter Rabbit, Tale of Benjamin Bunny, Tale of the Flopsy Bunnies, and the Tale of Jeremiah Puddle Duck. So yeah, there was two sets of that. Got some beautiful old kids books. Gidappy. Is that how you say it? Gidappy. Yeah, a Bonnie book. And this looks really old. I don't know whether it had a date. Did it have a date? No, it doesn't. But it's a beautiful old book about a foal. Nice size. Be beautiful just to make this into a junk journal and include the pictures from it, because it's got a beautiful front page and back. It's not that damaged at all. So that was beautiful. This one was called Christmas. You can see the old graphics on there. I love Christmas books, especially old ones. And look, it's got beautiful front cover. I'll make my Christmas journal with this probably. And then this just goes through all about Christmas, or with different countries and different stories and things, that traditions and that sort of thing in here. Stories of Christmas, what people eat, pictures of Santa and other like historic things. Yeah, look at that old picture. It's so cute. And just old postcards. Beautiful book it is. Absolutely beautiful. So if actually, I just looked it up on the internet. I typed in Rotary book sales for 2022 just to see where they were around the place. And yeah, last year was the start back after COVID for Wagga Wagga, which is only an hour and a half from here, from Wodonga. So we went to that one. I know they have one in Port Macquarie, but that's a long way from here. So it's good to have one fairly close to us. Yeah, some nice old Christmas pictures in there. Yeah, love it. There's that one. Then there's this old book, The Adventures of Dolly Dormouse. Written and illustrated by Marla Tyrrell. It looks old. Look at it. Look at the cover. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's in really good condition. The dust cover and the book itself. Don't know if there's a date in here. I'll just try and show you the dates of the real old ones. But there's no date in that one. But it's beautiful too. I think it's all black and white. But the pages are, oh no, there's some colour. But the pages are really aged and still quite firm, They haven't deteriorated. So someone's kept it in good condition. That's a beautiful book. Got some nice real vintage books now. Look at that picture. Yeah, so this was my Mother's Day gift. And another Christmas one, favourite Christmas stories. Look at that. Oh, look at those start pages. Aren't they beautiful? This one's it was gifted in 87. It's so cute. So these are just Christmas stories. So cute. It's getting harder to find nice vintage books like this. Christmas books I've found. I love that. I love that too. I have a nice collection of Santa. Look at the nice big words. Was that all through that? Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't been able to set Christmas up for quite a while now because we haven't had a house big enough to put all my stuff out. So I just put out a little mini one. So that's beautiful. Okay, another old one. It says annual 1959 school friend pets. Look at the graphics in here. Wow. Look, there's old ads as well in this one. Look at that. Just some beautiful stuff. Stories, comics, ads, full page pictures, yeah, info on pets and adventures, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, this one's cool. Beautiful book. Absolutely beautiful. This one, oh, so excited to find. The Flower Fairies picture book. Look at this. It is a really old one. And the inside cover is just beautiful too. Been looked after really, really well. Beautiful start pages, look at that. And these pictures in here are just stunning. They are beautiful, beautiful pictures. And how am I going to choose which ones to cut up? I don't even want to cut this up. It's just old and absolutely stunning book. Look at that. I don't know what they do with the leftover books that no one wants. There was actually a few ladies there buying books. The P&C had given them, I don't know, $500 or whatever to go and start a library at a new school. So they were going through the books as well. Just stunning. The Children's Country Book. There's another old one. I'm not sure. No, there's no date in that one either. But this has got some gorgeous graphics in it. At least there's only one on each page in this one. You don't have to pick between pages. Look at that. Just beautiful. And then I got A for Apple Pie by Kate Greenaway. I've seen another one of Kate Greenaway's books, but I already had it, so I just left that one. This is just her alphabet book. Quite cute. You Can Read Thumbelina. Beautiful pictures in here too. I'm not sure what, didn't have a year in that one. And the same, in the same sort of type set, there's You Can Read Little Mermaid. There's a Patchwork Cat. This one's a cute old book. Let's see if it's a 81. Here's that one. Birds, a child's first book about our first family birds. Oh, sorry, our most familiar birds. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Big pages, but they're beautiful. Just stunning. That'll look good in my beach journal. Crazy blue eyes. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it does say 1958, this book. Wow. Just beautiful. This one, Birds, Birds and More Birds. It's a newish book, so I liked the all the Australian birds in this one. This one, Dinkum Little Aussies. This one's quite old too, I don't know, just got a plain cover. This one's all stories about, poems about different Australian animals or birds, which is quite cute. This one is very cute. The Story of Twinkie. Now, I found a book in one of the op shops about the Foal Fairy, and this one, this must be the old version of it, because this is a little foal with little wings on it, and I was really excited to find this. I mean, I'm not a horse person, but yeah, I think it is like the Foal Fairy. Yes. So this was a beautiful old book to pick up. Look at the start pages. They're just stunning. And the cover's in really good nick too. You know, if you did the Foal Fairy book, you'd do it with this. Definitely. Farmyard Friends. This one's got a beautiful inside cover as well. Beautiful start pages as well. Doesn't have a date in here either. Beautiful big pages in here and black and white. Love the graphics. This one's printed in the UK. And the Complete Adventures of Tom Kitten and his friends. It's a little bit like the Tales of Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter. Where does she do this? Oh, this is Beatrix Potter. There you go. So nice pictures in here too. Coloured and black and white that you could use. And my last kids book is Twinkle, 1975, especially for little girls. So this has got different activities, you know, it's like an activity book for girls, and little stories, puzzles, that type of thing. A little bit of everything. This would have gone good in my 70s junk journal. I'm going to have to do another one of them. Cute little letter at the front. Dear girls, twinkle twinkle little book, open me up and have a look. That's cute. I love that picture. So they're all the kids' books. I'll try and move some of these so I can just show you the last few. Okay, the last few are garden books. There's this one, Book of Roses. Now you got photos and illustrations in this one, which are absolutely stunning. Great size. Just got to have trouble picking which one. But you know what? I think if you look through it, they are too. They line up. So you could just have it double-sided. They're just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that was the Concise Illustrated Book of Roses. This one, the Illustrated Language of Flowers. This one's beautiful too. This is my first book of language of flowers, that I found. Wouldn't mind having a read through this. There's some beautiful full-page illustrations and smaller ones, bits and pieces you could fussy cut out or whatever. Even these are pretty. The start of a paragraph. It's beautiful. There weren't as many gardening books this time. Last year I got quite a few illustrated gardening books, flowers and all that, which I was so lucky to get. Saved myself hundreds of dollars buying them that way. This one, Cage and Avery Birds. Beautiful, beautiful front cover. It's just plain. Look at the start page. Nice illustrations in this one. Can't pass up a good bird book. Just can't. I just love birds so much. Miss my birdie. One day when we settle somewhere, I'll get some budgies or something like that, or even some finches. Beautiful pictures of budgies in there. See, that's what my baby looked like. But hang on, he was green there, he wasn't red. Yeah, so that. Rare and Vanishing Birds of Australia. This one's, it's beautiful, isn't it? Got some beautiful artwork in this. I might have, I don't know, I might have another one of these. I'll have to check. If I have, that will be cool. Beautiful artwork. And there's little black and white pictures there. They're cute. There's that. An illustrated book of animal life. This one looks quite new. But I liked the illustrations in here. What's this one? 1990. Illustrations in here are just beautiful. A few shells at the back. There was no shell books. I think I only found one there last year. So I guess we're not on the coast. So all year you can donate to the Rotary with books, and they store them up until the next sale. So I guess it just depends what area you come from, is, you know, what sort of books are going to be concentrated. Because, yeah, I just don't find any shell books out there because we're not on the coast, I guess. But, yeah. These are gorgeous insects. Fish, look at that. That's just beautiful, that picture. Look at it. That's stunning. Lizards, snakes, birds. What else is in here? I've got a lot. Animals. I love how they've got like, you know, they've got extra little pictures here, because you could put that on a tag and then cut little bits off and add them to it, and, you know, names and things like that. There's a lot you could do with that. For junk journaling. Just got to pick which side of the page you're going to use. There's some nice black and whites there too. So that's that one. There's this one, Animal World in Colour, Hunters Mammals. Yeah. I wonder what year these were from. They look old. Love the start page there. 69. That's what these ones look like in there. You can almost tell when you start collecting this sort of stuff, you can almost guess what era they come from just by the graphics. There's lots of stuff in here. Get cut up. So this one was all animals. Hunter animals. Oh, mouse. And then there was another one, and this one was called Animal Eccentrics. So I guess this is all the oddballs. I'll just put that book down there. Some shell pictures there. Look at that, Beautiful picture. Beautiful bug picture. Could have done with you, Mr. Bug, in my last journal. That's a small lizard. Size of a ring. Yeah, these are oddballs. Wow, isn't nature amazing? I mean, we call them oddballs, but nature is just amazing. Beautiful graphics in there. Beautiful book. This one, I had this one on watch on eBay, and I don't think I could. I think the cheapest I seen it on there could have been $15. But yeah, we didn't get it for that. We got it for probably $1. And look, but the pictures in here are stunning. So what did I say it was? Wildflowers of Western Australia. Absolutely beautiful. We will be back to see you again. It was an amazing scene. Just seeing some of this stuff in person. And some of these Banksias, they grow out of the ground, not actually on a tree. It's crazy. I remember seeing some of these. And this one. Wow. Beautiful book, this. Just have to choose which side of the page again you use. That's why you need to. They're stunning. So if you're after this book, that's what it's called. Take a screenshot. Got this one, The Complete Handbook of Garden Plants. This one is cool because this one you can totally use for journal cards, because look at the size of it. And it's just chock-a-block full of pictures. Chock-a-block full of all pictures that size. It's hard to sort of hold the book because it's a big fat one. But there's just so many beautiful pictures in here. They're all illustrated. And they're all on one side, so I don't have to choose. I can just rip it out, use it as it is, and not feel bad that there's a beautiful picture on the other side. I wish all books were like that. It just breaks my heart to cover something up that's so pretty. Just chock-a-block full. Great little pickup, this one. Yeah, so my advice, if you go to any of these sales, get there early, line up, and go straight for the sections that you're after. Because people go nuts. They bring trolleys. They bring, you know, with wheels on it so they can cart out all their books. What you do is you give them a $2 donation at the door, and then other people are handing you recycle bags to fill up. But yeah, if you don't want to cart them around, take a trolley. But then if you fill a bag, you can take it to the where you pay for it, and they write your name on a little ticket and put it aside while you keep looking. So they accommodate you fairly well. And then they had a barbecue outside that you could, once you sick of looking, you could go get something to eat. So this one is Annual and Biannuals. This one is a beautiful little book too. All illustrations, nice size. So I'm really happy with what we found. Got plenty of books to keep going, choose from. This one is called the National Trust, Flowers from Your Garden. This one's a beautiful cover. I mean, you could cover this up and make a nice little junk journal out of that. Nice size. This one, is it all black and white? No, there's colour in there as well as black and whites. I don't remember picking this one up, but sometimes probably because I only just flick through it real quick to see what type of pictures are in there, chuck it in the bag, and then you keep going, and I haven't had time to actually look through them all since we got back. So yeah, that's why I can't remember even picking it up. And nice little illustrations in there. Oh, nice little tag given to someone. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yeah. That's a cute little book. And there was this one, Painting Garden Plants in Watercolor by Kathleen Stroud. I love sweet peas. My mum grew sweet peas as a kid, when I was a kid, and I just fell in love with sweet peas. I actually, in year 10, had to do a drawn piece of something, and I drew sweet peas, and I got top of the class for it. So, but I'm not good at like making up things in my head. I'm good at copying, but like, you know, if I sat that there and I had a pen there, I could sort of, you know, but not just without a picture. So, but I actually took a some sweet peas from Mum's garden that day to use for it. So, and I don't even know whether I've got the picture somewhere. Don't know whether that survived or not. But yeah, there's different little pictures in here, or different garden pictures, how to go about, you know, watercolouring them. Cute little book. And my last book, which yeah, I'm glad I don't have to do 2 videos, is A Key Guide to Australian Trees. Now I've got I know I've got this book, Palms and Ferns, that in my storage bay, but that's just a personal book. But this one's on trees, so beautiful illustrations again, and they're all on one page. So this will go great once again in journal cards or fussy cutting. Don't have to pick which side of the page, just go for it. Look at the eucalypts and just stunning, absolutely stunning. Wattle, I might cut that one up for my wattle journal. There's quite a few different species of wattle, and then you go over the west coast and they're different again. They are over the west coast, they're quite robust, especially the ones on the coast. They're not as delicate as the ones we get here. Thicker leaves, thicker flowers, I guess, to survive the coastal winds. Look at the boab. So yeah, that was my haul for 2022 Rotary Books book sale. I hope you enjoyed the look through. If you're new here, well, there's another wattle. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, press that bell to get notifications. You'll see I'll have videos of hauls like this, plus my makes and whatever else comes by. Just love all sorts of crafting, so another one I can use. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that flick through, and stay tuned. I won't show you, but my next one, I'll give you a peek. Whoop. with what I did with the inside cover. So stay tuned, that's my next video coming up. And have a great day. I hope you're all well and happy, and I'll catch you real soon. Bye.